Hi guys, what's going on, and welcome back to another episode of Rise of the Republic. We're on to episode 16 now, I think, as we are continuing our campaign to conquer all of Italy. I think we're actually going pretty well, it's got to be said. We pretty much own about half of Italy now, at least the lower part. I mean, I guess we've got northern Italy, which is getting a bit bigger. But things are looking pretty good for the SAMNITEs. So let's start off down in the south. Down here, we had quite a few troubles with the Syracusans landing their navies. They conquered Elia, which kind of caught me off guard. I had to race an army down to actually go and meet them. But this army is slowly coming back down. They've got a handful of people here causing trouble for me, raiding and stuff. But they're really not a long-term problem. And this army is more than capable of dealing with them. And these guys will soon be crushed. Further down here, we've pretty much driven them out of the toe of Italy, as all they've got is their capital down in Region. Down here, we own the rest of the province, but we're about to break out into revolt, so we'll just deal with that first. Where's the three? Oh, they're all pretty close together, so we'll be able to meet both of the armies and crush the revolt pretty quickly, I think. So we'll do that and then push on and drive them out of Italy entirely. Of course, they still have Syracuse and the rest of their holdings on Sicily itself. So we're going to probably think about dealing with that after this. But, you know, we're not going to get onto that quite yet. So further up in the north, we've actually been at peace for a while now. We had quite a bit of trouble when we captured Corfinium from one of the enemy tribes, which sort of sparked a bit of a tribal horde roaming through SAMNITE territory, which is a problem for us. But we've dealt with it now, and they are pretty much out of the way. So what's the situation? We've basically got 3 armies on this border, and we're ready to move again against Rome. I'm probably going to launch for both armies from both Antinium and Anaghi, and actually just go straight for Rome, I think, to be honest. So that's 2 things we've got to do over there. Over in Teat, actually a bit of a smaller army, but this is my heir, and someone suggested quite rightfully in the comments it would make sense. Here's my heir, yeah. To move my champion over to him to start to provide this army training, because this army here, the Widowmakers, is actually a pretty elite army already. It could do with definitely changing up some of the people to a few more Lucian warriors rather than these SAMNITE light spearmen, but for now, anyway, I'm just going to do it. So let's get our military training guy going off down here. And fast forward. He can travel quite a good distance in one turn, can't he? So next turn, he'll get there and start providing military training to them as well, because this guy's already pretty elite. I might actually even think about going for Rome this turn, to be honest. Let's have a quick look at the diplomatic options. Because I want to see... are the Rome allied with anyone? Romans. They're defensive allies. Oh, they are defensively allied to the Etruscan League. Which is kind of unfortunate because they're quite close together. They aren't very big though, are they? And to be honest, we're just going to have to deal with it, I think. The Etruscan League's a pain, but they must own a bulk of this up here. I don't know how far up they spread, but we've got a bit of an idea with some of the other tribes that we know of. I think, really, Rome is just going to have to be a target. It absolutely despises me. Look at that attitude. Minus 400. Syracuse aren't much fans either. So, do we go for it? Do we wait? I think we go for Rome. Let's do it. You are about to attack Rome. It's not an ordinary city. It is considered special for both its strategic position and meanings to the Italic people. Hearts and minds of the people who live there for was very well defended and generally impossible to capture in a single battle. Okay, so it's a double siege. I remember reading this when the game first came out and thinking it was a cool feature, but I've never actually got to test it. Okay, let's just before I do it, let's just advance up to the border.
On the move.
Any more visibility? Not really. I thought we had a spy around here somewhere. I want you to just go and have a look, to be honest.
Skill, as you command.
What can oh, you can actually see it. Okay.
Do. Succeeding.
Do we know a bit more about it? I think got 9 as a garrison. Pretty elite units, though. Having said that,
Ready for orders.
can we do it in one turn? Do we reckon? Then with our elite army as well. What have Rome got to bring in to me? They've got a full legion there. It's going to be difficult, isn't it? Let's just hop over the border
At once.
and go into raiding. No, we can't this turn. Next turn we probably can have used up too much of my movement speed. Okay, no, I'm happy with that. We'll move up this army as well. So they're just trespassing doubly. I mean, Rome hates me, so I've not really got nothing to lose. And then we'll think about it again next turn. And my worry is that if their armies come down and have to face off against the garrison and the full army, it could be pretty tough. And we're not exactly getting a great per turn income. And, you know, we're about to get rebellion breakout down here. So let's push straight into next turn.
I make
Syracuse
the offer
wants
of
a
peace
treaty.
only
Not
from
at the moment, no thank you. I want to kick you out of Italy at least first. But to be honest, I think we might just go for Syracuse. I don't think there's a lot to be gained by just making peace with them. Because we've got to push into Sicily at some point, so I think it makes sense just to do it, crack on with it. So there is obviously the expected rebellion.
Ready for orders. To victory!
Let's just chase them down. They've really not got a lot there, have they? And thus ends the rebellion. I could have both left it a bit longer so they got more of the discontents actually left.
Do your duties,
There we go.
men.
So everywhere else places are upgrading. Let's have a quick just look at the province details for public order. Why it's so unstable? It's probably just provincial instability, is it? Yeah, and cultural differences. It's a little bit Italian though, to be honest. Only 21%. That aside, I think really the bulk of our army is now going to consider, after this turn, we'll march south on Rhegion with our Wandering Warriors, because obviously he's one of the SAMNITE generals who we want to be using. Let's get our warlord over here. Where's he gone? Warlord.
Salve.
You go and join up with that army for military training. God, you're an experienced champion. There we go. So these guys just start to get more military training now, and being a bit more of an elite unit, you know, a lot more Lucian warriors, that should become a fairly formidable army. Now, do we raid? Ah, so they've got people down here now. What have we got? Largely cavalry. It's a pretty crappy army. Latin tribesmen, spearmen. I think, to be honest, that's not that bad.
At your foot, death and
Do we do it?
honor!
Do we do it? Let's do it. Have I signed a peace treaty? Oh, I've got to wait 2 more turns. Okay, well I won't do that. But you guys are going to pull back to the city because you look like these guys could threaten quite effectively that. And you could go on to raiding, wherever it is. Because it bumps up my per turn income quite a lot actually doing that. But just want to make sure they don't double up and go and attack Antigone when I'm not expecting it. Okay, so that's all going well down there. Our people in seats are looking pretty good. We've got a bit of money, so let's see what we can upgrade if there's anything worthwhile. Not a great deal, is there? And what's the food situation in this province? Only 5. Okay, we'll hang on for doing that on them. There's not a lot worth upgrading, is there? Most of these places haven't really got anything particularly great at all. Most valuable province, Campania. Nothing really. Well, we continue to upgrade our shrines of Ceres. I guess it gets more from agriculture as well, so might as well do that. Cool. Then straight into the next turn. Oh, I forgot about that. Those Syracusan rebels. Oh, well, they look like they're pulling back anyway. And that's going to give us a third army, so they'll march down and go and assist with public order control in the captured territories so far, as we then go and push in on Rhegion. Naval training has been completed. Cool. Lyrian pirates. Fine. Let's have a look what we just finished. Naval training, yeah. So we can have melee defense and charge bonus and morale for all general units. Or subjects and per turn from items and subjects acquired through warfare. I remember this being a problem last time. It confused me. That we're slowly becoming. Just don't know if that is particularly useful or not, to be honest. Or we just want to go for some of the replenishment rate and morale for all units. I mean, morale is pretty useful for all units, isn't it? Plus 3% morale. Or we can start to plush just war against ghouls. I might. I haven't actually done that. Plus morale for mercenary units, mercenary upkeep reduction. What does this give us? I think I'm going to go for that, to be honest. Replenishment rate's always handy. Yeah. I think that's pretty good. And it's more importantly, the morale is pretty useful. It's certainly a useful ability. So let's bring you down here. Not quite ready this turn, but these guys are. You're a pretty experienced army, led by a SAMNITE general. I think you're just one of the SAMNITE nobility. Indeed you are, but you're pushing our political cause and trying to get more influence. We're not actually yet disloyal, are we? We're not actually getting any revolt risk yet, no. So let's push down with you. This will reduce revolt risk. Oh, I can't quite make it in one turn. They've got a large army here, though, and probably a large garrison as well, so it's going to be a tough old fight, that is. We've got some experienced Lucian warriors, so we're well equipped to deal with this sort of thing. Yeah. Okay, can't waste that this turn then. The Romans, did they do anything? No, they didn't. Push ourselves back across the border. Oh, that's right on 50%. Will it let me raid? It will.
What you don't steal, burn.
What do you wish of me?
Still don't know if I want to go for this or not. We could just go for it. Maybe we would go for it. Oh no, we've got to wait 2 turns. That was it. That was it. I remember now why we couldn't do it. How's our trading going over here? Starting to get some more experience in these units. Good. Next turn then, we can probably go to war with Rome. We're going to have trouble with these Syracusans in the fight for Region. It's actually going to be quite a hard fight by the looks of it. And they're being attacked by their champion, and they're bringing more reinforcements in. Are they going to attack? They are. Okay, they've got all their reinforcements coming. They do vastly outnumber us, but what are they? Sicilian tribesmen, they're not a threat. Lots of heavy cavalry can be a problem, but given our relatively good numbers, I'm not too concerned about that. Militia, Greeks, nothing really there. Okay, these core here are going to be tough. There's the garrison, so it's obviously quite a high-ranking city. Okay, they've got a few things to be concerned about. I'm obviously going to fight this one. Okay, well, it would be really good if we could actually get the win here. We've got a couple of cavalry for us, which is good, and a lot of fairly experienced Lucian warriors, which are obviously, as I'm sure you know if you've been watching this campaign for any time, the backbone of our army. I think we might push fairly hard against the starting army. Looks like they've got some fairly good hoplite units here by the looks of things, which are probably going to make things difficult for us. So if we can kill them early on, just completely
During the deployment
surround
phase,
them.
you can secretly arrange your
probably
units
of
inside
benefit
the
to us.
deployment zone before battle commences.
So we've got slingers.
When you're ready to fight,
all
click on the
slingers.
scroll button.
That's good. We will deploy behind the line because I'm going to advance the whole lot straight away. And these are just, what have we got down here? Light infantry. Yeah, I'm tempted to put them more in the middle, but don't really like to lose the flanks just because we've got some light infantry there. But there we go, probably a risk to take. So I think we're just going to go at that. To be honest, I'm
Don't
quite
forget
happy with that. Then we're just going to basically go straight at them. There we go, pretty much just like that, and then we can adjust as and when needed. So.
Your units
Forward
have a
march.
range of abilities that can be
Because
used
these
to
elite
improve their
hoplites, elite
performance
hobbies
in battle.
are going to be tough for us to deal with. These well-armoured, very heavy units.
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
Armour 111. They have so much armour. Yeah, look at that compared to our Lucian warriors. They got horse skirmishers, stock stoats there, archers. They're not a problem for us. Heavy cavalry. It actually can be a bit of a problem. They are fairly resilient as a unit. Oops, let's just slow the cavalry down a little bit.
Italian cavalry.
Pull you back because I don't want you to get caught out. So let's start to push this closer. Okay, let's start to think about this then. Let's just stop you.
Fire on the enemy.
Shoot at the horse cavalry. We should be able to drive them off fairly easily, I would have thought, unless they're actually going to engage us directly. Keep everyone moving. We're going to pause again in a minute as we plan this out. Okay. So what have we got? You're all going to go there. You're all going to go there. You're all going to go there. You two are going to push up here. You're engaged, you're engaged, you're engaged. You are going to push up here. In deployment, not in a complete box, if you please. The rest of them probably initially just going to push on. Where's our cavalry there? Oh, they're getting a bit close, aren't they? The general's also very slow with his heavy infantry. Well, they're getting absolutely pelted by the missile fire. Let's just rearrange that again and bring these guys to bear on the enemy archers. Let's think think about getting our flanking manoeuvres in place. So we're hitting the front of them straight away, which is obviously part of the plan. And we're going to push you around the back.
Italian swordsman.
Keep pushing you around, keep flanking please, keep flanking. Let's bring you back around here please. Unless you really wish to engage them. Wow, this is turning into chaos very quickly. Okay, so we're just getting into a massive melee in the middle. Which initially actually looks pretty good. So we've got our 2 units flanking around. These guys are just about to get struck by some very heavy cavalry. I'm going to push you around into the back there. Let's form you guys up as like a flank. A little bit ahead of myself there. Got our cavalry here on the wing here. Are relatively undefended. Ranged units is kind of a concern. Let's pull you back around there. Okay. Carry on. Because they've got a lot more people on the way already.
Melee troops awaiting orders.
They're very badly, fairly quickly, I think. How many of these are we going to be able to capture? Not a lot. Okay, we've got a lot to lose here. Keep your fire on these missile cavalry by the looks of it. What have we destroyed there? Some very heavy melee cavalry. Good, they're routing. We're starting to get some real pressure on the back of those guys. Of course, their archers aren't particularly happy about it, and some of these elite heavy spear infantry are going down pretty fast. Well, understandably, they're completely outflanked. And we're getting our slingers to focus firing on their
The enemy
horses.
general is dead.
An enemy general, one of the enemy generals is dead. I have to keep these guys back to defend the archers. What's going on over here? Well, actually, no, let's pull back slightly. Pressure yourselves up there. We're having a bit of a tough time on the wing here. Understandable. You can chase down those missile cavalry if you like. Let's pull ourselves back there. Not in the right direction, really, but I hope. Whoa. I left you on running mode. My own fault. Let's put you on guard mode. You can reform. Are you guys about to
at your service?
kill these guys? Okay, good. We'll pull out.
Full at speed.
Try and reform if we can. Into what sort of madness this has turned into.
Advance!
You just get stuck in. You're not going to escape from that, are you?
Men of Italia.
Actually,
Riders at your command.
okay, what's going on here?
Swords. At speed.
Form ranks, please.
Italian cavalry. Engage. Ready. Understood.
Come on, meet me now. Jesus, this is a chaotic battle, isn't it? Let's just have a quick look at what's going on. So we are in real trouble here. Because we're just being outflanked.
Melee infantry at your
Stuck in.
command. Italian swordsmen. Swords. Forwards.
Come on, let's try and alleviate some of these people who are pinned down here. Oh, how are you guys getting on? Oh, you can therefore start to target with some of their horse cavalry.
Italian cavalry.
Push in, please.
Italian swordsmen. Yours to command. Men of Italia.
Okay, keep you guys pressing in even though you're the SAMNITE light infantry. There's some enemy units routing there. We are just sort of pursuing some of these light hell tests. I don't really know why, just because that's kind of how it panned out. What have we got going on actually in this utter chaos that is in the middle of this battle?
Our general is under attack.
It looks like our... Jesus, this is a melee and a half, isn't it? Looks like our units are really holding their own. This is why we love these Lucian warriors. Even though they're having a bit of a tough time of it, they're really sort of committing everyone as I would like. I think we'll bring our general in now. Maybe go for the spire.
Men of Italia.
Let's try and take some damage from the enemy heavy cavalry archers, please. Yeah, we're doing pretty well here by the looks of things. Keep the pressure on.
Charge.
Some cavalry.
Ready and waiting.
I'll have to spy at a specific unit.
Advance at speed.
Push through this gap.
At speed.
What are we going to go on to kill? Some of these elite hits, I think. I know he's going to get a bit caught up here. Let's get into the back of these elite. This is heavy infantry with our heavy SAMNITE silver infantry, the elites. These are all really good quality, but I'll cut through these Sicilian tribes without really a second thought. What's this guy? Yeah, you can die if you please.
Italian swordsman! For glory!
Going against those hoplites. You're relatively light infantry, but with their flanking, they get a bit of a position on their flanks slightly. Keep getting stuck in, keep applying the pressure. Oops. No, not you. Go against them, wasn't it? New round. There's actually quite a few enemies and stuff, so we want to be doing that. Okay, they're broken. Nice. Just absolutely swamp those guys there, please. Let's start to put some more pressure on these people now. Maybe we bring up some of our slingers and start to get some better shots against some of these Greek slingers here. There we go, looking good. Going against them. There we go, scatter them as they try and run before my might.
Italian cavalry!
Pull you guys out.
Ready for orders!
Just some of you guys start to get in here, please.
Advance! Your orders!
As our guys here can push onto these guys here.
Orders!
Get out, please. Don't get caught. Cavalry, and kind of need you to chase down some of these skirmishes.
At speed!
All largely seem to be routing now. The Sicilian peltasts actually still in the fight.
Orders! And for glory! Orders!
Where's my other unit of cavalry? Left of you, anyway. Oh, after them, please. Bit of friendly fire there, probably.
Italian swordsman!
That's fine. They've run into them. That's good.
At your command.
Yeah, they're killing off those chopstoves. Nice. And everyone is pretty much in retreat, aren't they? These peltasts keep chasing me. Most resilient unit in the game.
An entire unit has perished.
We have taken quite a lot of casualties, but nothing horrific, to be honest. They're routing. Everyone's routing. I think it's going to end there. Whew. It's a good point. Someone also made the point, why not just chase down some of the enemy units? It just kind of makes sense, I suppose, doesn't it? Although, to be honest, actually, with the fact that almost everyone else is running,
Melee cavalry ready.
we're going to have a hard time when we get one unit of cavalry to actually chase them down with. Okay, that'll do. Well, that is a victory that we needed. We took losses, but not horrific losses. I just love these Lucian warriors. Look at the sort of kills they were getting. Well, almost all of them nearly 200 when they're getting stuck into the combat. They are just such a good unit. So resilient, exactly what I wanted. And that probably spells the death of Region, to be honest, quite easily. That almost worked out nicely for them because they sallied forth. If I actually had to sub the walls, I think it would be harder. For that as well. Wait for this turn to over, and then our turn we can actually lay siege. How many we killed of the garrison, I'm not entirely sure. Hopefully we killed a good chunk, because the more we do, the better. Okay, this is all very unexpected. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. I don't even know where Syracuse is. All these Illyrian pirates have just turned up. I vaguely remember seeing the message, but I didn't really expect this. Okay, I think this is going to go badly. I think this is up near Tietz, so I'm going to have to bring my heir down with his army to probably can to retake the settlement, because I highly suspect that this is only going to end one way and going to be a loss, given the amount of actual good quality looking troops they've got going on there. Far more than I would have thought I could deal with.
At your command. Ready for
So, as we've said, as people have pointed out, why am I trying to fight the troops on water? There's no point, because we know it doesn't work. So, we'll just land them straight away. We've got. So, what are these? Heavy melee ship. Are they spearmen? Yeah, you see, they're really good quality spearmen. Oh. And then all these javelins. Well, this is not ideal, is it? So we want to be killing their generals. That would be a good start, wouldn't it? So those will land there. Let's have a look at the army. What have we got? Oh dear. What a pitiful selection.
Men
we'll commit the unit of my Lucian warriors down here and try and target the general. Then over here, what have we got? 2 heavy assault ships and the rest are slavemen. Oh, look at all those assault ships. I feel like I'm more inclined to target. Can they land? Where can they land? Are they all going to try and land on that little beach there, or can they land anywhere? Let's put you there.
Italian swordsmen.
We've got almost our entire sort of infantry cohorts there. We'll also brace some slingers on here because that probably gives them shots on both sides.
Men of Italia.
We can have one unit of javelinmen there and probably a unit of javelinmen over here because there's not really anything to discontenders there, and we've got some slingers coming in anyway. Okay, let's go with that.
When in skirmish mode, troops avoid getting into melee by keeping their distance from the enemy and attacking with arrows.
I can counter if I can get the opposite the slave javelinmen as they land. I think we should be able to kill them relatively easily, but these heavy melee infantry are going to be really tough for us to deal with. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to deal with Illyrian pirates very easily. We shall see. Who's supposedly shooting? Oh, they're landing. Anyway, we might block up some of their landing spots.
Men of Italia.
Let's push you up that way. And we can go sort of just somewhere like there.
Double time.
You've got the orders. Come on, don't disobey me.
And speed.
Good. Wow. Quite the armada is coming in. At least they're relatively short range. We can start to get some javelins on them. I'm glad I put my armoured spearmen down here. Are they going to start opening fire in a minute? Should be on fire at will, so they should just be able to shoot as they come into range. Yeah, there they go. See how effective these people are. I don't imagine very. I don't know how useless, how strong ships can be. Causing some casualties, to be fair. It's better than I thought. We're getting our own javelinmen going in. Okay. Okay, our ships are sailing off. Right down on the shoreline. Okay, we're being peppered from the boats and actually landing. This little wave seems to be landing though.
Italian swordsman! At the double!
As wide as possible. Their general is what I really want to try and target. As he comes in. Yeah, look at this, they're resisting the javelins pretty well, aren't they? Oh, slingers are doing a better job than I thought they were going to be honest. Wow, they landed fast, didn't they? Okay, let's get the units straight in there so we can meet them as they come off.
Italian swordsmen.
These heavy spear infantry.
Men of Italia.
Come on, right. Kill if we can.
Italian swordsmen.
If you are able, because only light infantry here, you see, not very good quality, so we're going to have a hard time killing them fast. Ah, those javelins are doing some damage, aren't they? Right, what have we got going on down here?
Men of Italia.
Come on, get some shots in. Well, she should you should be able to get shots in there. Point blank range might be a bit more effective. Because our poor SAMNITE and the spearmen are having a miserable time of that. Right, get him. All on him. How much damage are we taking? Oh, wow, we got decimated by the javelins. Oh, that is not what I wanted. You can try and get their...
Our general is under
general
attack.
is just going to... Look how many shots they can get off so quickly. Wow, that's just going to decimate us. Our guys are going down pretty quickly there, aren't they, as well?
Italian swordsmen. At the double.
Oh, I like Italians just got a good job there. Some of those Illyrian nobles there might look like they might end up routing. How goes the fight against their heavy spear infantry? Oh, well. It's just these guys here are just butchering me. I want to try and get my general out quickly. Come on, break. Oh, dear. Okay, good. Get out of there. Pull back. Retreat at speed. So, how goes this? Fighting these enemy heavy spearmen. Okay.
Italian swordsmen.
I'll get you to the shore. Bring in the reinforcements.
The men are wavering.
Come on, as soon as you get the option, attack.
Orders. Ready for orders.
It's these javelins. Just killer. Okay, see how much damage we can do against these enemy spearmen as they land. Target those slave javelinmen. doing, unfortunately, a fantastic job of this. Moving a little bit closer up so you can get in better range. What's going on down here? Looks like we actually lost our entire unit of armoured legionaries. That's not so good.
Ready for orders.
Okay, let's try and move in and engage some of these javelin men, because they're now landing on shore.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
I was hoping that the killing of their general would be enough,
Orders.
but to be honest, it doesn't look like it is.
Italian swordsmen. Up at the double. Missiles ready to aim.
Italian swordsmen!
Come on, kill these javelin men
Ready.
as quick as you are
Our
able,
men
please.
flee the field of battle.
We're routing.
This is a shameful display.
Fire on the
Come
enemy.
on. Yeah, we've lost this, haven't we, really?
Javelin men.
Javelins are on the brink of going. We're going to maybe get some of the javelins over here, maybe, but I don't think it's going to be enough.
Now.
Turn your attention against those guys because we're trying to stop them here. Not really killing very many of them, and they're still in good health. And they've still got good strength assault units as well. Our nobles are giving it a fair shot, aren't they? Can I rear flank just in case it was enough to get them to rout? Come on.
Your orders. Orders.
All on these people.
Advance.
Oh, look at they've got so many. Damn them. At least we've caused good casualties. Something, isn't it? Engage them on foot, please. Is this enough to rout these people?
Italian spearmen!
Maybe, maybe, maybe. Wavering. Come on. Break, break, break. That's what we need.
Italian
Such a tough
swordsmen.
Let's push
One
down
of our
this side,
units
try
has
and
used all
catch
its
one of these
ammunition.
people as they land.
Swordsmen.
There's not very many of us left now.
Slingers. Now. Missiles.
Slinger v Slinger fight.
Italian swordsmen.
Try and get these people as they get off with our Lucian warriors. Maybe we can realistically expect to cause much damage to them though.
Our men flee the field of
routing.
battle. This is a shameful display.
Try and kill as many as we can there. These still haven't run. Oh, there they are.
Italian spearmen. Yours to command. Fire on the enemy.
You up. Just trying to kill as many as I can now. Particularly these more armoured people, because these heavy spears, because they're really the ones that are going to resist our returning army. But I think, to be honest, we've probably actually killed enough that our army from Tipu are going to have to come down. I can be able to slaughter these guys pretty easy.
Our men flee the field of battle.
Yeah, there goes our
This is a
last
shameful display.
our general's unit, which is a bit unfortunate, but I think we got quite a few kills. We gave a good
Javelin
fight,
men.
didn't we? I think he's kind of stuck there, to be honest.
At the double. At speed.
Men of Italia!
Advance.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
You move up there. Move these guys around somewhere
Quick
else.
march.
Get away from it, yeah.
Javelin men. Double time.
They've still got all this really heavy spearmen, and we've got all these people out here still. God, they just so randomly turned up with such a large and unexpected army.
Quick march. Advance at
We'll attack
speed.
the enemy like javelin men. We might cause some casualties.
Spears!
Hold your ground! Well, these are only light spearmen. They'll go down pretty fast, I think. I don't think they'll cause any casualties. And they're even using their boost. Trying to overwhelm what left of these slave javelin men. Let's just stick it on fast forward now. It is the end for us, unfortunately. Although we did look at that, we're killing off another enemy unit of slave javelin men, which is good for us because they're all kills that we don't have to deal with then later.
Our men flee the field
Charge!
of battle. This is a shameful display.
And there we
Our
go.
men flee the field of
Well,
battle.
yeah, I think that was a bit of a victory for them. They lost 700 of their 1,200 force fleet. So I think we gave a reasonable performance there, given that we were pretty well outnumbered. I just didn't expect it. Really annoying. Are they going to actually take it or just burn it to the ground? My next question. Actually taken it. Made like a vassal state.
We do not give gifts lightly,
And they want peace.
and never to
No.
war. and an end to womanly peace.
Okay.
Most excellent.
Do you want war? You can have war.
Ares favors us
Dear, we're
above
certainly
all other races
racking up
in
a few
battle.
enemies here, aren't
The
we?
priests have read the omens.
Oh my
and
God.
There is only one course open to us now.
Oh,
We
God,
will
I-
see.
Right. Dirty hell. That was not a good turn. Treated in lumber, so there'll be no food for the sheep. Yeah. Edict cancels. Okay. Where have we lost here? Where is our nearest army to our lost province? Probably miles away. It is going to be Teat, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. So, how long is it going to take them to get there? Too long. We'll do it in 2 turns. Annoyingly, they actually start with a free and large army. Look at that. It's kind of pretty cheaty of them, isn't it? Turn 1 and they already start with an 11-man stack. And they get away with the rest of their fleet as well, which I'm also still at war with. Because all these coastal provinces, or a lot of them, are just all these small little places you see, which I can't upgrade, so I can't get any further. And maybe we should be looking in future at getting these sources of revenue, whatever it is. Oh, that 8 turns. Yeah, I'll definitely do that next, because that's obviously turning cruising to be quite a critical one. Okay, so we've got them dealing with that. How are our Roman armies doing here? Yeah, we'll leave them there because they're giving us good return income at least. Down here, we at least have one probable incoming success, which is this. Yeah. Well, I said one probable incoming success. Perhaps not. What are they getting? Oh, they've got a whole other fleet. Oh. It doesn't look too bad. Slingers, light hoplites. The rest of them, well, garrison fleet. The rest of their army still suffered as much as it did. Hasn't yet recovered, so we're just going to have to continue the siege there, and wait till they sally forth, and then we'll just have to beat them in that way. Or we can move down our reinforcing. Will that make it in a turn? Yeah. Move down our second army. And you come round to Hippium. Hopefully reduces the public order problems, which it does. And at least is on the Syracusan side. And then next turn as well, these will be the reinforcements that will come in to the fight down there. Well, I certainly don't want to stir up trouble with Rome now, given the current situation and how that panned out rather negatively that turn. I noticed there's another huge Illyrian fleet as well. I mean, it's just suddenly gone really tough. Maybe we should consider consolidating our position and starting to bring some of our forces back down to defend the Illyrian coastline. Because it's just not going in any way according to plan, is it? Or we can raise another army at least. Where are these likely to be able to go? I'll probably raise an army in Barium. A small defending force. I'd rather have followers of Diane. Are less difficult. Okay. And you're just going to have a small but sort of relatively elite force. Probably at 4 legions is enough just to supplement the garrison so that I can actually defend against these places. Or rush them up and down the coast as and when these Illyrian pirates actually turn up. Okay. Well, that was a bad turn. How long have we been recording? 38. We can probably take over to another turn. I think that's everything we actually need to do this turn. Oops. Didn't mean to pick that, but I've got enough money probably to invest in a few things. So let's have a look. It's actually worth upgrading anyway. I don't want to do these because I don't want the warrior waiting really for the better one. You see, it needs sources of revenue so much. It's just going to add so much to my economy. Look at the boosts we're going to be getting from -8 food. It's just going to be brilliant. Don't get quite as good garrison, I admit, but it's still a garrison upgrade, just not quite in the same way. It's definitely the most important technology we need to get next. Because all these are sort of stuck as well. Actually, Latium's probably got a bit more that can be upgraded. Public order food, but for wealth from manufacturing. Wealth and grind distiller. Be worthwhile doing. And we might as well do centuries of curries as well. And we'll save that money for the next turn. May still issue an edict. Do a tax collection, generate a bit more money. Oh, can't be large. Next turn. A noble death. Oh, that means probably it's going to be Maximus. Oh, here they go again. I remember we took too many casualties in that last battle. And I was just getting a bit overconfident. Because I have got the full hoplite tool back again. Maybe I'm being a bit cocky here, and this is just about to promptly go very wrong. I'm relying on these being my sort of pretty elite Lucian warriors. If we win this, then I think we really have beaten them. But they have got all those reinforcements from boats, so it's going to be a tough fight, I think. Yeah, I wonder if we've got a bit cocky here.
Cavalry.
This arrangement for now. Let's see what they come up with.
Many of us carry scars honorably gained in
Scatty.
defense of our
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
Whether are they going to attack me at all? I mean, they are the aggressors. Yeah, they're all forming up. Oh, there's too many of them. I'll wait here on my position.
Advance at speed!
At least we've got very heavy mercenary
Riders,
cavalry.
advance! Quickly now!
Yeah, they're pulling back to consolidate by the looks of things.
Forward!
Let's keep pushing down this way. Yeah, their cavalry, their generals pulling back. So they're a relatively large army. But it's not greatly composed. Lots of the units are pretty badly damaged. There's a lot of ranged stuff in it. They have got some of their elite hippies, but some of their pretty badly damaged, some of their units. It's going to be a tough fight, but not unwinnable, I don't think. So long as our Lucian warriors hold the line. That's really probably what it comes down to. They have to melee attack. They are very experienced units. Wait and see. The onus is on them to attack me, so I'm just waiting for now. Keep pulling back as they push up. They've got quite a lot of cavalry as well. They must know where I am, or assumably know where I am. Oh God! Much regret. Oh, I actually have to keep there, that I'm going to lose all visibility on them, aren't I? And that is not what I want. Going this very slow. Maybe we'll get visibility from there? Maybe? No. There they are. Okay, pull back, pull back, pull back. We don't actually engage these cavalry, not really anyway. Unless they're really going to go for us.
Riders,
And
advance!
this is actually my general's unit by the looks of it. What's happened to my actual general then? My general must have died. That must have been the sort of sad news.
Our hidden
announcement.
units have been discovered.
Glory!
Orders. By your command.
Yeah, we'll fight them then if you want to fight so badly.
For glory.
Our general is under attack.
Oh, it is our general's unit, of course. Maybe that was a bad idea. Send in our Lucian. Oh, they're not Lucians, are they? They're SAMNITE light infantry. They're not going to be a lot of use. Oh, well, we'll see how that goes. How are our skirmishers going to go? We'll set these on guard mode, so when I toggle them to attack people, they don't go really stupid.
Melee cavalry!
Look at that. Can't lose my general, not at this point. Those Sicilian tribesmen should be taking casualties from the slingers, which they are, indeed they are.
Slingers. Now.
Pull you guys back, please.
Advance at speed. Cavalry.
Yeah, these guys are enough more fight than they really should be. They're in a very bad position. Oh dear. They're probably going to die because they're completely cut off from the army. Start to get some shots against these. Pelt test, please. You're on guard mode, so you won't chase them off if we actually kill them. because they're causing me quite a few trouble with their javelins. How much damage are we going to do with our slings? God, there's a lot of stones going in. Not a lot of damage. Also good, because they are shielded units. They've probably got reasonable melee defense as well. Okay. Right, how's this going? Okay, I've been flanked on the side there. You go there.
By your command! Ready!
Forwards.
At the double!
In on the flank.
Charge! Your orders! Ready and waiting! Advance!
Oh dear, this is going to be a tough one.
Ready and waiting! Your orders! Ready and waiting! Ready!
Italian swordsmen!
Jesus.
Singers! Men of Italia!
Engage!
Italian
Can't talk.
swordsmen!
Maximum focus. Oh Jesus, this is not good.
Infantry!
There's a lot of them actually.
Your orders!
Let's pause a second. So you guys are engaged there. These guys are engaged all down here. We should at least kill those Sicilians, but we're having a bit of a tough time against this enemy cavalry, understandably. I'll just charge into the back of them, route them quicker. And I'm just trying to basically flank with this lot here then. Our slingers targeting those guys still. We're getting those pelters down, but fairly slowly.
Italian swordsmen!
Ready and waiting! Ready for orders! Advance!
Are these
with
an elite
speed!
heavy? They're a heavy spear.
Quick march!
Time to get in the back of them. Try and kill them quickly.
Italian swordsmen!
And get them to braver and route. That would be a good start.
Melee infantry at your command!
Deal with what you've got there. Okay, if they can break, please, that would be really helpful. I've concentrated my forces on that flank. Kind
The
of
enemy
reliant on
general is dead.
that. Ah, the enemy general's dead. They've ran. Move up, please. We've got this massive block of relatively elite people here.
Italian swordsmen!
Get some of their fire on the more unarmoured enemy arch units, which should be able to take them down much easier. And then we're going to rear flank these basically very heavy enemy spearmen.
At the double!
Straight into the back of these guys. Let's see if we can get some damage up here. Okay, cavalry fight these kind of fight. Round please. And straight into the back of these guys. There's a mass. Charge my Lucian warriors. Charge my brethren.
Melee cavalry!
Don't need to toggle mount or anything. That'd be a bad idea.
Cavalry!
Okay, you're the only unit of cavalry I've got, so you go down there, please.
Commander!
You blocked. Start to advance forwards. Looks like we've
Our
cleared
men
this
flee
part
the
of
field of
so
battle.
that's good
This is
for
a
us.
shameful display.
I'd say things are going okay so far. Slingers try to keep some of the fire on these enemy group slingers as the opportunities arise. With these, some of our Lucian warriors are going to start breaking soon though. And we've been reflanked by bloody peltests.
Italian swordsmen!
Come on, let's try and kill some of these elite hoplites, please. Do what we need to be doing.
We await your command!
Cavalry!
For glory!
Our men flee the field of battle.
Chase you off.
This is a
I
shameful
cannot afford you to rout people. We need them to rout, not us.
Italian swordsmen!
Going on that block there, push through this middle gap here. Try and get some side flanks. But we've got to deal with some of these heavy hoplites and fast. Jesus.
Melee cavalry ready!
Should be able to start to kill those guys fairly easily.
Italian swordsmen!
Come on, people. At least rout the enemy bloody cavalry. There's so many of us there, surely we can win. And those bloody mercenary peltests.
Missile infantry!
Sod right off. Damaging on those guys.
Cavalry!
Quickly now!
Go for the enemy.
Orders!
Do or die. Our units there are going to start routing.
Slingers!
Our men flee the field of battle. This
Okay,
is a
our general's
shameful
going in.
display.
Gets a good charge to start. It looks like we've caught some of those enemy slinger units as well. He's good. Most of our guys are engaged there though. It's this fight in the middle. It's the fight for our lives, really. It looks like we're going to get it.
Swordsmen! Italian swordsmen!
All on
Our
him.
men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful
I
display.
think we've done it. Whew. That was a tough one. That was a tough one. They lost quite a lot of units there. Our poor old Lucian warriors, most of them are just completely decimated. Look at that, we're down to like 20% on most units. We've got the other army coming up, so once this turns over, they should be able to land and really finish the city off. This army has just had such a tough time doing it. I think he's dead, I think. I think we're going to get an assign a new commander role. The bloody Illyrian pirates can sod off. As we suspected.
We request that you join this war as honor demands.
I don't really want
If
to go to
not
war
honor,
with the
then
the
self-interest
no,
should.
sorry.
War against you is not enough. Tisiphone curse you.
Why is everyone
May
declaring
all the
war?
Furies harry
We're
your
dependable.
folk throughout the
All these
ages.
people have declared war. Let's start trying to formulate a few peace treaties, I think, in the next turn. But I think we'll probably, once this turn ticks over, will probably be enough for this episode. We're going on about 50 minutes now. It's turned into quite a long one. Yeah, so it looks like our general has died. And we could only have a follower of Jupiter, which is a bit unfortunate. Candidate or an existing politician. Already got kind of a bit of gravitas there, hasn't he? We'll go for him, see what happens. Oh dear, not a good turn. What did we get? 15 month language and 10% from it. Doesn't really matter either way. Okay, well I think we'll end the turn there. We'll just move up this army, look. Because this settlement should fall really easily now. You? Maybe we can take Region just by an auto-resolve by the time we get there, because it's a full-strength army.
Ready for further orders. Commander, I'm afraid we cannot.
There we go. And we have it. Oh, that was a hard fought-old battle, wasn't it? I didn't think that was going to be quite as tough as it turned out to be. It's going to be bad for our political situation, because we've lost probably influence with our loss of our general, but still. Oh, what a tough old fight that was. I didn't think that was going to hold out quite so well, and they got to commit so many resources to that. But we've certainly got some of our problems growing elsewhere. Obviously with these Illyrian pirates, who are going to probably land at Barion next. I suspect now that Barion's got this extra proper garrison here that will hold with these extra Lucian warriors. Still, annoyance nonetheless. These guys growing? No, not really. So we can move them down next turn. But anyway, let's end the episode there. Hopefully this has been an enjoyable one. We're certainly stepping in the right direction. I just feel like almost every episode when I think, right, I'm now ready to really go on the offensive, I end up getting caught up in something else and then can't quite do it, which is kind of a little bit frustrating. Be losing this over here, but at least we've kicked the Syracusans out the toe of Italy. Really, I think the next target is to drive into Sicily itself and to start to try and make some progress there. Going to be some tough old fighting, I think. But there we go. Okay, so hopefully you enjoyed it. If you have, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Subscribe to the channel for lots more total war content, and I shall see you all on the next video.